Monique asks, I am seeking advice on whether or not my employer is behaving correctly in relation to the wage subsidy. My employer is asking me to enter unpaid leave for the full month on our payment system. Can they make me take unpaid leave?
If someone is receiving the wage subsidy, they're not actually taking unpaid leave because they're still being paid. So because the wage subsidy that comes in, and then that is your wages, that's your payment from your employer, they're passing that on to you. But then it's a question of whether or not your employer is able to top up your wages to 80%, and that's going to depend on the circumstances. And so the wage subsidy requires that employers make a declaration when they sign up for it on your behalf that they'll use their best endeavours to pay 80% of your wages. But in practice, that doesn't actually, well, we've found that doesn't actually mean that all employers will be able to top up an employee's wages to 80%. It's just that best endeavours kind of catch-all. It's a little bit grey, but if your employer is getting the wage subsidy, like Tony said, they're required to pass it on to you, but how they do that from an administrative point of view is really up to them. So I think the question saying, say if you have like iPayroll or whatever system, they're saying, can you enter it as you've taken a month of unpaid leave, but you're still actually going to be paid?